ɔse pop attack na de ɔne referee adwene ball na de na is too clear ne kwansen ka referee no eje fa wampa referee anje for Man United for konya go obo referee no enso abasente only gonna social.
I'm happy. It's that's just a nature of being a manager. That you last week we were told they want to keep the game flowing. Today they kept the game flowing, and I think it was a fair challenge.
You've complained previously about rugby-style tactics.
Yeah. No, I didn't say that. I didn't say. I said we've got to be careful not making a basketball game that we had last year. It was blow and everyone could fall over, and it's a free kick. And now make sure we don't get it into rugby, because we have to look after the players. I thought the refereeing has been good over the 3 weeks. I've got I watched a match of the day. You watch some of the full games. And they've been told to keep it more lenient and keep the game flowing. So when
manager any attending Canada Gary Neville or a great Man United the legends ni mu ba ko eno no na oso no de Ronaldo ba wa ba no a good news panemum on team enka se Ronaldo ba wa ba no nkontiru ambo we ko fence Man United be team age league no Chelsea too strong Man City so for Ronaldo ba oba no onye sure say sa two teams see Man United for e be team asomo
in titles. There is no doubt about that, and I hope that he can be the difference, because if he gets 10% out of every other player, there's a big chance. There is a big chance. But let's be clear, Manchester City have been exceptional for the last 3-4 seasons. Chelsea have just won the Champions League and have now got a better team this season. So they're also against the best 2 teams in Europe, 3 teams in Europe if you count Liverpool over the last 3 or 4 years. The Premier League's at the highest standard it's been for a long, long time. It's not an easy Premier League, this one. The Premier League has got back to the top level in Europe, and I think Manchester United are up against really good sides. In years gone by, I might have said, look, this Manchester United team will win the title by 10 points. But it's such a strong Premier League, this one.
Are you managing expectations?
No, they're trying to put expectation on it, and I'm trying to say I'm being realistic. I want them to win the title. It takes them closer. I just feel that the other 2 teams are set. They're set completely, Chelsea and
any attending Kanacha Ronaldo Baobano a good news partner so to me and guarantees Man United team Age League, because Chelsea last year Champions League omo Super Cup so omo team Age Man City so na league in last year omo team Genti Ronaldo na rival no kwanche say league no mo enso team Age na yakwa Chelsea so a Thomas Tuchel akasa over the weekend Chelsea and Liverpool so able draw or said red card no de nyame nim ni na ano de ono akasa the red card on shadam pay enten sama Thomas Tuchel ono so dia tuja.
No, honestly, I don't like these red cards in football, because I don't think nobody in the stadium, nobody on the TV want to watch a game for 45 minutes, 11 against 10.
Did it spoil it in terms of being a high quality?
Yeah, it spoils the game. It spoils the game. I have no solution for it, but because maybe it's a red card and he denies a chance, and it's also a deflection, so who knows? But in general, these early red cards, sometimes you get it for a harsh tackle, and then the whole game is spoiled.
So it sounds, just to clarify what you're saying about the red card, it sounds like your issue is not really with the referee or the VAR, it's more with the law itself?
Actually I don't know anymore, so exactly what happens and what does not happen.
We and some Chelsea manager Thomas Tuchel and so Edward over the Ukraine Liverpool and so a ball draw. Na yenko Arsenal omo any Man City a boy. Man City actually so Arsenal can the Gunners and team ante na was stadium ho Arsenal fans say oh we there and sheda enye bibishun ku be Man City for no omo nye who, because Arsenal every week biano omo elusu yenti anyuma Arsenal fans no omo toye.
We lose every week. You're nothing special. We lose every week.
You are nothing special. We lose every week. We earn you man. Man City fans no Arsenal for no etoy at the Man City into the losing side. The Gunners Arsenal for naga so and Airton City for the money who Arsenal every week be an yes will be in funu. You so second week be losing to Michelle Numa Monye. Now Roy Keane. Man not a legend or say hey Enra and Koyukra no bumpire pass it. Ronaldo enko hwegen because Ronaldo hwegen me pe na adweme sesa Man United no onyamos hwie pe nie and Man United omo hwie bruta yentie Roy Keane.
Great either. Players aren't doing their jobs, giving the ball away cheaply. There's no energy to their play. There's nobody running off the ball. It's all kind of five-a-side football. My only worry, I hope Ronaldo's not watching. He'll be pulling out of the deal. Really not good enough. But I'd be critical of both teams because also Wolves have got to be more clinical.
By and Man United we need here or say performance na enkoye bako na Ronaldo senko we bia enkardin kono so ebetimi apple because Man United team no omo enso asa bruta ye kwatenesa Johanna Konta ye beka ya one boarding one team anko bi Olympic Games so one team anko because of COVID nanso goodness ni say US Open ebe bas no ono enso ebetimi akono kwakobo Mauricio Pochettino ye manager Edema Paris Saint-Germain bi say Mbappe oko anaso ochina ana window no eno enso e close into better na so okono so ono die ontimi enka Mbappe obeko because sa transfer we die Paris Saint-Germain penifo no na mo enso e handle on Neymar and Messi debut and omo enso etim a boy for the first time season or French league say oh Neymar de nyame ase pass o free pra e ba na ne form na enye bad kwa Messi or so bianim de Messi ebetim aye na so Messi for some time now on shadambo active football na return the form no eno enso ebetim aba na ye ko Roma Pellegrini Lorenzo aye Roma omo enso a player or say under Joseph say Roma omo enso aye body for Tammy Abraham enra of an reading onya goal on his debut goal na just enye zikra or say slam goal we a very special Emmanuel Olivier Giroud so on the first league game I was San Siro or send memories no I so good now I so proud to say or bo edi ama is no and as Stefano Pelé so oh eno adwuma no de omo aye fans ne dede e combine ma eno bobo kwa fans is no mo enso etim e share for Jajo Chile no say hey timo de anyo Saturday ne Empoli e be share Juve kabako a Juve entim anti Chile ne say Juve bobo ko de enye team team pa ne ya san say ono anka se ne timo and o san so e bo mo enso e chi eno Barca match e share 2 against Getafe no Gavi on the first game on his debut also the happiest kid in the world because Barca team no a team kase na Kojima Makonya say won so betim about first match at the amomo say Mbappe do no e kwakoye bibio ho e be dream pass before Ochina Madrid ebetim asani Kylian Mbappe Luton it look like say do no nya dia eno enso ebetim ayen Michael Edwards ono and Liverpool man niema so take ono and Sani Van Dijk e de Sadio Mane Alisson Becker or Tom Coutinho say die or say next year nya dia obetimi at Liverpool bim Sadio yemfancy hey okay
Tony Montana yemfancy na yenko didwa kakra bi kwa making so atrase o de abofo no nsensem kakra brain me saka mu biom se a sports program no enye live ewo Kessben television eso dumedi sunkru bi ekoso ewo Kessben TV ewo enkrai ene anopa ndi yesremu a wode mfanche nyambo a efri ewie eko extra time ene nyambo akine ko nyina no ye ba live ewo Kessben television so nemom your baby apart from television your Facebook YouTube baby unsabeka ye ewo sa adwumedi eso Kwame Mickey atrase de abofo no nsensem kakra enso breye ati say
nyame adum ho ye nanso
nyame adum
de nyame ase yima wa nyeye mi so dachi hu hia ye
wo na ba kame dachi ase
ya ba me se ehia me ne
fai ya fa ai kumufa
ya fa ai munyima me
Mova. Na me America kwa fa so yi. Me di de o di gina. Okay.
Dachi ya.
Ni mkwa fa so.
Yo. Je me am ko kan se. Sisa dia no sisa password no.
Mkwa fa so yonko.
Dependable herba se be fatu we ni me nano pay. Wo me dia dum malakio mixture ba. E malaria fever dro. Sanso na body weakness. Ebre wa bra eya dum malakio mixture ene wasa onum adum natural tonic ojaso obi onum ato a untimi ndidi omojaso ate adum natural tonic adum WNG capsules enso ewo jaso kope adum WNG capsules ni na nom STDs bia when you be akosiem when you pomogudiem yare bi gonorrhea syphilis yare bia wanya bia no bomoden nom adum WNG capsules and mixture nentu ase mfama adum complex no ebeboa wani hede hu ade ye adum complex ena wo so nom adum ko ointment ko ne hawa ne wa yisu adum ko ointment ni bi we yendura dependable herbal ena de aba edwaso great odds predict games awudo 12 games o predicting a bemwa 50,000 Ghana cedis ena de bema o predicted 12 games ne bemwa 50,000 Ghana cedis eye wo dia 8 bemwa yebeche osika 12 bemwa yebeche osika diobeya ne se obeko www.greatodds.com.gh undi 18 na menko ho we di 18 ko adia www.greatodds.com.gh ena wo so ko ehwo ne bia ya wo ko a obedisika disika Great Odds there gaming commission ajatum se obetime twa bet no viso twa bet na odia won sabeka osika no ultimate fashion and furniture city eye bia ya wo kwa ye ton wedding ntade engagement asori ntade dinner ntade office ntade baby bia wo ko bia no wo pentade to ne mpabo a ultimate ena wo se wo ko ultimate a won sa ebetimi akebi ye wadum ye ne pieces one about no eti inhwanimu sibi malakio eye malaria fever dro typhoid fever dro general body pains high body temperature eye sibi malakio ena wasa wonum sibi malakio na ebetu ase ede amaw Jenico orange juice vitamin C ne wom enu to covid time media I was so num drinker ebe boost immune system no I was so num drinker ebe bon ho ban Jenico orange juice no uye party uye wedding uye ye any gathering bia no obetimi ni Jenico orange juice la kwase wo bia bebe bia no abenum bi asebusa sema mbiom enka ho adonko original hand sanitizer aye papa any virus bia ban sound bia no so bewu a aye adonko original hand sanitizer and we so use Suzy Herbal Center the CB men capsule saba eboama bema utimi junso ye yesa so the CB women capsules aba CB women capsules no ebeboa wase obe neat ekwan sronko so and the CB soap ewo dwaso pedicure and as a manicure na CB soap and we so use Promacido Ghana Limited woman American product raba cowbell milk cowbell gold edepa open milka aya cowbell open beverage aya cowbell gold ribi and we so use and be mo aduane no aye de Amalina Children's Haven aye bia ton niema korantade korampaboa wupe bia to Amalina and we so ko wholesaling and retailing ye bi for niche Amalina adum ye be police station nyedua herbal center edi nyedua herbal mishaba malaria fever wonu matuntimi ndidi general body pains de nyedua herbal mixture ena wasa wonom Ronaldo Virginia Daromenti
ya becha de
ene yonko Facebook ene yebeko YouTube
oh sa
yonko YouTube
hona ko sale
yonko YouTube
sa
yewie Facebook for yonko YouTube
okay.
Next 2 weeks na
okay.
yaba WhatsApp
we monitor no ha
yabeko ko monitor bibia be dem neat
all right
yonko today so beko YouTube Kessben media
okay
Kessben media or YouTube
no ko he
picture of the day no. Ronaldo Virginia
okay all right de na mo de to ho okay akoda bi abeda ho YouTube mo monitor no live no minimum say mo hwe Facebook so monitor mo de be cha de na YouTube nti wo ko ha na akoda ya abeda so kama hwan funia okay sina medi kan na Kessben television mo hu yen wo so ns jumaso nkubi ekoso ewo enkrai Kessben TV ewo enkrai nti nyankopon bo a awia yi no miensa extra time dwumadi no so na Kessben television yebetimi ede abremo nemom uko YouTube yoho uko Facebook yoho babia obekobi apart from television unsa ebeka yen messages kakra enso eba we every gaucho akokari. Good morning to you and your portable crew. You are loud and clear inside Akokari. Congratulations to the Red Devils for hunting the Wolves. And I'm so much excited for Mason to Green United. Another win. Okay, greetings to Papa School and all United fans at Akokari. Yo, yate. Why so another way ebae Mubarak Wakasu. Message you know MI. Good morning, God bless you and your crew for your fantastic sports. Hey, Kumasi Santi Kotoko celebrate 85 years and no new player has been registered. Kotoko for the Assembly. And Yanum are going to Africa to do what? Greetings to the headmaster of Kessben Sports, Mickey, and Richard Akwesiajiman from Jamasi. Unjo team wasem endi obidie and I will quadri Tommy Lee, GH, watching the show from Adujama. I really enjoyed the game between Liverpool and Chelsea. Too much aggression, good passing pattern, good movement with intelligence. Chelsea were too compact in defense, making it difficult for Liverpool to penetrate. Edouard Mendy is doing a lot of point blank saves. This guy is so good. Yahweh unsu odiano. My family no bi enka ho na fi ye mahwetwe enkomo kakra. We see a friend Stevo udi free Tepa na Abre Tepa Kaniago. Please let Andy compare Timo Werner and Harry Maguire, because Man U fans are always calling Werner a flop because of his signing on fee. Wow. Yahoo so message ewa ha. Mami nko we your friend Otis, Jemfi Otis. From Accra, the TV sound is not coming. You say the meeting can't no. Before from Ebeba Kessben TV so and before from Sunkukra Ekoso ewo enkran. Inti ye de no awia ebe shase ewo television. Efre awia eko nyina. Fancy watching you live from University of Ghana, Legon. Over the weekend, my team, I drove for Aman FC, drew with Kofi's FC at Nana Kofi Asare Park in a Joafua. Kudos to my players and coach Filippo. Greetings to Azar Kwati. Okay, fancy Woodway for University of Ghana, Legon, and so Abre. Mienko New Koforidua. Joe, I'm simple man from New Koforidua. In fact, you and your crew are doing a fantastic job. Keep it up. I want latest on the Mbappe's deal to Madrid. Please let your panel look at it for me. Yate omo atrase ombehe ede amount. Why? Maminko we, I'm just a simple man. Mashodi from New Koforidua area. As I was saying before, Badabi. Maminko osofo ho. It's live and clear at Osofo Plywood Shop behind Oforik Room Police Station. Good morning to all my fans, to all Man United fans at Afro Quantas Children Park. Osai Kofi Bruno una odiwe and so Abre. Okay. Me ma chuchu nkomo kakra. Later be some messages na mode afa WhatsApp. Name ya hodo no nyina. Be for mamu nyina kwa ba eba Monday edition midfield action.
Good morning.
So be aho there.
Sajo nyame adom.
That's why slow.
Oh, there be me okay pa.
Okay.
Break a cran and the woman.
Okay, so the weekend is what we
Yeah.
Chinisa.
Eventually. Intebasa na be drufia na your matches now missing as I say now sa hwebi.
Wow.
It wasn't easy.
Wow.
Nyame adom etiasundwem.
Okay.
And
yeah, merci. And the game.
You know.
Say yeah.
Nyame adom hoye.
And also a year pa.
Hoye te Saudi
na. Median des on some gym.
Gym. And then if I crowd this idea and be do him on there.
Yes.
One start with day
Ankoyi.
Ye hope say we are.
Ye be shame we are.
And me hope say be papa be free Nazeta. But if I crowd we are so you can mama. I'm nyane ho adwuma pa. Cause ene dey. Wa ma on sesi fam. Ma on sesi.
We go to program with Tim Slowa. We slow. All right. Ye ko hin there. But our so dey on fa ho.
Our only size.
Our ade e friend say quality taste No, on family.
On the painting beer.
Nkeze me di message we ma on temanza na nko aye do yi. Minim sa wa na di dwa to akwa na bi na se ku fi ne frame no pay.
Asabia ko from here.
Sabia ko from here. No so misra me kan kiro. Na hours ye to so aye de na hwe a ube rest studio no bet tanza no wurem.
Oh da bi.
Ti brief be ba hwa wonto.
Sisi teacher breaks wakra.
Ti break. No ani pem no. Obinya de open.
Okay.
Kike yanka injawa.
Okay.
Am ka jana na sa branten yenzu enim ne sen no. Se amfia no anyimu a yenimre yenzu no kitapuma. No na so ye virgin.
Abakokra. Yeah, so
because ni kan be
Eddie. So Eddie pa.
Therefore
that. Ni paso eventually obinya no so de. Name se busum bi obeto mo bags mi no.
Maybe I half aka.
Besa.
Udi mobile.
Na ni pa ko so otako weekends otako village ko fa bank ni board ye pa. Yes ade pa ko bebre. Na ye jifu no fa bia dam fo.
Odi ni nda ye didi.
Ozo fo ye jifu bia dam fo.
Oda ye didi.
Awa.
Na ye munya wa la.
So the first 5 teams of the Spanish La Liga now. And you've been a back catcher said the La Liga this time round a keenly contested. Real Madrid, Valencia, Sevilla, Barcelona, Atletico Madrid. Now the same points. Now Shakala and Ancelotti here you may be a Madrid team or improve certain names and will be informed your way.
Yeah, me dada na.
Someone see we do more. And I buy what's my 2 dollars and do 7 good headlines no the cans and bar. Me am the 2 one.
Okay.
India, me wa na.
O ti ole at 7 na no ye kan na feed what you.
Only nyade.
Yeah, so was brutal. And said do the course was Spain.
Nobody knows our confirm until they do.
So was brutal. Or the brutal.
I do this my way.
Okay, so it's a do for the Spanish La Liga that's it. Memphis the pay good so why no deserve opportunity in Barcelona and our Chelsea Netherlands for no buy or makwa. Like the Messi 10 out 10 in Nema continue actually Emma Messi so be making it there. Kylian Mbappe with 2 goals. Yako Italy the comeback of the second coming of Massimiliano Allegri. 2 games said you just a point. Jose Mourinho and some more the bonus so and 6 points in 2 games. The Chelsea connection no in England and Kwa Tammy Abraham Olivier Giroud and Inter Milan will be who the Omiya over the weekend. In the Premier League, Chelsea why they are a championship team and they are the best team in the world. Second half 45 minutes Liverpool for the baby and then said you see a Cassius near General Laka. Edward Mendy is knocking at the doors of General Black and Mano you have to be the best goalkeeper in the game. And then Manchester United difference now you missing Greenwood and then go out say but when a Roy came by Adrian say Ronaldo will be around the ambition I'm more pull you out of the team. A scrappy victory, a very lethargic performance from Manchester United. So same old story. The difference was a go nearby. No, as now supporters and you said you a do I me person besa bomb bill nano create to do almost wiki be a show to almost show one.
Okay. This seems to be the hard truth, but as a United fan, after watching the game, I can conclude that we aren't title contenders. We got outplayed by a mid-table team and won thanks to a terrible goalkeeping mistake. However, Rafael Varane's performance gave me hope. His debut was like a man invited to a dinner party, but realizing upon arrival he's got to cook the food, serve and clean up after. My regards to Sir Franco Naru. I hold him in high esteem. Please tell him to kindly gift me either a United jersey or a muffler. Okay. Why anyway by Amponsaban Sri Adakojachi Udiano. Marijata
General.
Yes sir.
Masha Chelsea in Liverpool game no kakra. Arsenal so all lose 5-0 to Manchester City machine. And of course, Pep Guardiola renew the contract of Ruben Dias. Yan intense so who's Pep Guardiola or put so much importance on a defender. So or renew Dias a contract in general. It's a very big statement. My person mention also so ekakra.
Oh, okay. Let all United fans appreciate Varane for yesterday's game, because if it was Lindelof yesterday, I'm sure United would have conceded a goal. Varane did excellent job. As a cap, should we renew Edubiasi Zongo and Abre. Awal. Who do? Samaba. Okay, Maminko, Naru.
Sergio.
Adia Samaba.
Seriously, Arsenal, my dream is a yes review.
Okay.
Na any question will be a day as
yeah.
I am more serious. Na yaba me pese me hweka krebi.
Okay.
Then and some of me catch randino. Me team it will show you so concerning Ole and why I think that he flopped big time over the weekend. Of course, if he didn't some more. Okay. So him say Black Stars players now shall see a report.
Yeah.
And right be by. And then so I'm told say the last batch and also beba.
Okay.
And they will start training today. The good news is that the English component, you know, at least game na ebebo no ano beba bebo. Ese no no monko. But a problem kakra. Edimaye. 1 or 2 players be information about say no mo match, you know. Injuries be they need to be assessed to be sure.
Okay.
Until when we come, we'll look at the Black Stars and the issues emanating from there. Obviously, Asante Kotoko akoye te sa asem. Sa de chini ante asem kufra yichi.
I see. And what was asem from?
Oh, nyasem bia.
Okay. Usema among from fast na Niagara, but who two na ba could be every minute. Odi asem fufro and so eba. Yeah,
like it's no more funny again.
If you don't go for the answer, say we free DSTV for what has I know? Also, this is coming from DSTV. Hi Joe, this is from the office of DSTV. Please be alert that all Arsenal matches will be shifted to Cartoon Network channel 301 in order to create space for serious games.
This is extremely unfair. No, it saddens me.
We apologize for the inconvenience call.
Say you say team be losing. Now the supporters say boy you say you dey share that. No, it's becoming extremely embarrassing. Say you must say Arsenal paying for no team no mu ye ko ye no. E bia nsi da kopun say team no be pem sa bri. So mbe cut 3 matches no mu share single goal. 9 goals, 9 points. 9 goals against 9 points against them. And see that. Now I think that's not a problem no. It's so clear. Team beer here near me no and some why attractive to big players. And the Arsenal are attractive to big players. The team itself is not attractive because they can't assure big players of European football. And the manager no team no attractive. But once a manager no players be team manager and him no more ba. Manager no jina bench no so no. And him say manager winti a big player is coming. And two Arsenal signings in recent times apart from Thomas Kemper, Tene, Bia, Aubameyang, Abeka say they are big boys. Okay. And these African boys are Sikani first no more. Pate kono me kai sike akono advice Kroma and Krofo komo chelo. Say sike akono catch and say he thinks that they move to Arsenal no or Kofom. Nanke be better so better Atletico Madrid where he can be assured of Champions League football each and every season. Crawford did say Aden Wakasa some natural party. And it's now clear. Say it was a good advice coming from an experienced manager what European terrain very well. That was Senke with Arsenal.
Wow. Good morning, sir. What Anthony Taylor thought he was punishing Chelsea, not knowing he was helping us show the whole world that Chelsea has the best defense in world football. Blue is a color, football is our game, London is our home, and Chelsea is a name. Sapato 1 Bunga on a friend. Our
Sergio, too many stories. And Patrice Muchepe say after say Peti Tawe Balali, was this about time we bring our best African footballers back on the continent? Now I say you, many touch on that. And once we say you, Mahmoud Shikabala Zamalek player no almost suspending 8 months. Say you, 8 months. You start charging him with a fine of 500,000 Egyptian pounds. Okoba, for the first time, yenya gold medals. Ewo Paralympics, no say you. South Africa, Nigeria for now more 3 gold medals. Almost said South Africa.
Because yenya gold medal, because Ghana.
Make Africa as well.
Africa, a country. What countries name?
Who's that? Say you like
there is no.
As Africa, a course of Africa.
Who's that?
Your Africa course a group.
Yenko as a group back. But say you the ten say like didn't say Benya countries are more Africa, more athletes. I call Paralympic Games. Benya those gold medals. No, for the first time this time around they see, and it was so. And say you know our milestone was achieved. 30,000th goal in the EPL was scored by Chris Wood.
Okay.
Wabra and Burnley any Leeds United airborne. 30,000 goal.
Okay. Congratulations to all the boys for grabbing the 3 points yesterday. I'm Young Gote from Amasaman, Vanguard Estate, Accra. Come making when you win here.
And you know, picture of the day the two so na YouTube.
Okay.
You go YouTube. A film this week you go na YouTube and na yeko. Na YouTube no amon for try. Na ne picture no na ye Mubarak Wakasu. Abantu bi ne friend no Adams Manaf. Nti Adams send you number na emfa osika. Ope momo na so pe credit ne the amount. Ti YouTube Mubarak Wakasu. Adams Manaf and the Winnie and ne.
Okay. Yeba sisi ya nafi yeba bansemu yepa edi amamu yenchekra yeba.
Is Kessben 93.3 FM, a new wave of excellence in radio.
Maritata
General.
Yeah, right now.
Could you Tony Mo my uncle screen so now.
Okay.
Media man.
Oh, very and if you come make the local stories now, but messages nearby and the local stories not come. Nah, they are stories. Didn't you?
Certain decisions be na game no more. Media fans no no send messages, but some per the clarity of those decisions, from the lines and the center referee sell them. So Tony Mo, my uncle screen so now about 4-5 decisions a game. No first one. And now screen and offsides now were about 3 players. First one is Sulemana, Amature, 2 players are now repeating. So general, we share line clearly. The red line is Sulemana and a black line Mo Alasa. No, a 19. So the 19 and I play Sulemana onside, but a very much slight and. Referee Laka too faster for the referee. So second one on the wall screen. So I think this was a bit clearer as in first one, no. And this angle, no, how amateur offside just around maybe a more last and a much clearer say obetimi and decision, all right. So lines, no, and the third one, no, baby Vincent Atinga send the amateur on. towards the attack, and referee no felt offside. So from this particular view, general who said line is so close, I bet two red and a red and more last and a black, and so clearly it was an offside decision. And the next one no so and the watch screen is here, and who the man in that black box on a Sulemana now Zuta enya releasing no true on goal, no releasing no, and a linesman no say off opejano flag from the other angle no general Benyan clear say na on offside said in a ref in the person no Sulemana the intended target for the ball and a red line no he was so even deep send baby and a referee so back on the chicken to a beer you be yanti as no more won't say I say na no original or con a chicken crabby my I had a referee no edge offside no so general share the position no now on your cry and try the man for the ball no when you cry obugumbe so offside no I think this was a wrong call from the lines no
onye sure say or the man no ono the one offside okay but pull out no. Oh, okay.
Yes.
I've heard my 2 points.
Yes.
That's my 2 points.
Before
the media complaining or her.
Yes.
All right. Bakupana.
No, for to us be. So Omombo play na enko into us. So aside we say no so there was another wrong call on Sulemana, the same player left back for Mediama, and another situation so Sulemana and the word that box in no. And so even lines in Yamba in general over say already no more a playing onside for this particular ball, but we share different angle and okay. So anyway. Suleiman and Wasi Hossein, but also already no beat them. Already no beat them dada. And you're not born a corner. It's like all call a chick a crabby. My album said the ball was for Suleimana. So I know I feel Suleimana. This is the man in that black box. Once a young crab movie. Now I'm playing in the uncle. So he was a targeted person and not born a corner.
Now before say kicking about not dada.
And now this is the different angle. On say kicking in your by. Ombo play has say onyanye off defenders who throw
okay what do we move in area
okay so Tony Mombo play no
Tony Yanko
so now you show the other angle of the same situation
okay
different angle here what's the general line or need a red line what's a black line connected to house folk player no jinasoro
okay
black line connected to us for player no jinasoro red line na Suleiman and Wasi Hase so a big gap cry what's your linesman no position na you should get this right baby ojina yes so
the media omodi complaining
yes omodi complaining
two
yes
wow all right eti Marijaja na yi ho e dey amana kwa Mickey.
This is Kessben 93.3 FM, a new wave of excellence in radio.
Maritata
General
right now.
Tony Mo my screen so now.
This is Kessben 93.3 FM, a new wave of excellence in radio.
Good evening, some midfield action, midweek edition. I will have to say, Tentem, me shall say, and Dikemo, na headlines nearby, and the young woman, and good details, Mukakra.
So, Joe, and no, it was the turn of the Celestis of Argentina, or one of the coffees of Colombia, and a deep boom. It was Stadio Nacional de Brasilia Man Garincha. Nane share Argentina name a dikaka. After almost qualifying, so training and for Di Maria, Leandro Paredes, and then Lionel Messi. In Tini, she said Argentina beat me. I qualify to the fan artist. They didn't name us or more air train or manana. Omu Asia, and the moment I who say, Coach Yefen Ronaldo Rieda, Abentia Brantia, Yefen Edwin Cardona. Now, the Matias Riba at na bench. Now I stick it to Woma Barrios and then Abranti Feno, Giovanni Coelano, near Bia who said the plan is our best of line and Messi from play. And so actually Argentina for in this particular tournament, Lionel Messi is more behind Lautaro Martinez or drop put deep no Abeka where they go to De Paul, Leandro Paredes, and then Abrantia Yefeno, Giovanni Lo also. Into almost set up a 4-3-3 on the ball. They set up to be a 4-4-2. Into Ubon say Nicolas Gonzalez ko kan Lautaro Martinez on na Lionel Messi a drop. But the plan was that so when your two players on be cleaning the back four of Yeri Mina and then Davison Sanchez and William Tolisso, and you man half of the job when I done because Duvan Zapata up front as a born to her obitini abon humodin. Almost pressure the Argentine midfield but yet again very difficult to stop Lionel Messi. And no lay pass no Abra no more play ball no inside the 18 box. No the ball to Abranti and Lautaro Martinez. Now she Lautaro Martinez I said you one hesitate cry and no the ball no at 2 at them. Then Team IFN Colombia needs to get their mojo back, set up so well. Now also making sure say so one person almost qualify to the next day of the competition there. I also want to team that equalizer no. And then said you Omunya that equalizer no from Abranti FN Diaz, Luis Diaz are no what the left side of the attack no Onya Edima Tima your friend Argentina Oma your friend Colombia. Now match almost so well and this particular competition Oma decided to say a call almost full 90 minutes new year said you born also penalties on the field of play. Messi has shown the class on my with the quality and the start that is made of or say why your involvement in 9 contribution for the Argentine national team no this particular time the hero was goalkeeper Emiliano Martinez. In the 90 minutes he was solid. Anytime I know mobile friend so maybe the reflexes, the agility, the excellent anticipation and the time lane inside the area no now yet did the Colombia for say omobit me as goalkeeper friend Emiliano Martinez. Until referee na be no ma 90 minutes ni na area ye say why ne betimi a winning on penalties etimi a qualify to the next stage of the competition. Say do penalties accuracy before power and the mental toughness, the confidence of the players. And I said, you the penalty no. So what the technique now? Confidence and naka because stadium is so high. In as much as supported Eddie Stadium no. Colombia for no more share. So Mubetimi did the first Copa America after 2001 and Oman to host to this particular tournament. And I said, you inflation, net taxes issues, and the COVID demand the Argentina. Argentina and so on to me based on their COVID and the baby PM in Brazil. Into no more share, so move me a shit on my friend Argentina on penalties now. Which would you go the Paul penalty or boy? It wasn't encouraging. Lionel Messi led it by example, but yet again the two Premier League guys of a team my friend Colombian on a letter or down. Yeri Mina of Everton and Davison Sanchez of Tottenham Hotspur and Abranti FN Edwin Cardona and the experienced Edwin Cardona. No being himself at this stage there experience is so key. But Argentina once again actually say Omone also Mutimiko PM of final based on their quality.
Kessben Sports.
Anɔpɛ midfield action yɛdi nkan aka yɛsan ati so biom sɛ ɛna no pay yɛma TV programs nkubi ekoso ewo Kessben television ewo enkran nyame boa free awia yi ko nyina extra time dwumade no ye beba ne momba bia ye also live your YouTube live ye wo Facebook live ene mmia hodo nyina no onsa be kan live sanso na wutie Kessben 3.3 live radio. I'm Francis Kajai. Thank God for giving us live today, Kessben Sports #1 sports show in Ghana and above. We thank our team Chelsea for what they did for us on Saturday. I'm listening live from Yeji Kajai. Andy Kem, Misha Shefru.
You know, Jose Miguel Campo, the coach of Tefe, when you're lucky this particular time in the AS Spanish La Liga, until checking at Tefe, almost first 3 games on my bar against an informed Valencia. An informed Sevilla, and then game born over the weekend was a game against FC Barcelona. Now, so your team now say among these fixtures as do a bad thing, so beat me as survival. In Tiano, I share Barcelona game no more bono. Him at least. I take for these young guys are beating me a man said dear. Into Barcelona team no, ya can't the loopholes in the team any performance said the instance 20. But Memphis Depay continue to be the mainstay man up front. And on the live wire in this particular 2021 season year as I do yet me starting tini so mo betimi stop na but again Hetefe ya do mo baby after the first goal from Sergio Roberto omo back strongly so mo betimi anya the equalizer but in the last minute again it was Memphis Depay it me Bailey Barcelona supporters ni huru Abranti and Antoine Griezmann ye pass ne mo de bono Sergio still for number of years no be him say Messi and another team Katana into in the absence of Messi no and could beat me a shine. But unfortunately for Griezmann, still and anyone says supporters in a bone into two. So on left in the game, no, and said you McCann several times. So we had the style of play of Griezmann to the Barcelona attack now a bedding at the Amano because Barca de Salbo now drew affront now new beer play when you play ultimate taking on players who depending on just link up and positional sense and only movement obebre. In Tiaduna Griezmann for number of years in Barcelona still and the man Franco ye infama. But you give it to Memphis Depay, so at least he has been the live wire for Barcelona and the players good there on Unkwadi good day or Jibole his movement up front, the way he transit and the way he cut him from the left, or just a talent in the public in the Premier League, so you or show that talent in the Spanish La Liga. Carlo Ancelotti ye Juma. Now by the old guys, the outcast, man from formula in Madrid set up and Zinedine Zidane and previous coaches on my bano what decided to be my chance kakra into the first game or bought this game without conceding a goal because the first game against Alaves against Levante na Sergio a hand will say these 2 games are what me abono what me conceding goals into Oja Abranti FN Eden Hazard on track back and defensively on my little. In the game against Real Betis, a very talented squad under Manuel Pellegrini, who decided to best start Vinicius Junior, Obama Brandt, Miguel Gutierrez, who coach Carlo Ancelotti said, on my young guys' opportunity. But in the absence of Alaba, pushing the best center back, Mendinho, Marcelo Nuno decided to Obama that young guy opportunity. And will be a share game, who say, Gideon Rodriguez, the likes of Penabel, Fekem, and not that chance on that particular lines. And Vinicius Junior again, or just a starting place now, coach in the reward, it was just a fluke. Or my Martin Montoya, Juma, or my German Pezala, Juma, Vitor Ruz, and Joan Merenda Mutimi, Juma. So he was just a thorn in the flesh of Team FN Real Madrid anymore. And again, Isco, second starting place for Isco in the Real Madrid midfield. Obian was the old Isco and there. If you are seeing, Kessben for European Championship, I almost pay playmaker, come and rely on Pedri. But again, it was the turn of Isco, and Obian was with more minutes, with more game time. Isco now no Ariano, Obetimi Asamba back, and he plays so well. Karim Benzema needs no introduction, and so I think Carlo Ancelotti Jumana Oyeno. So your mother supporter now follow game now. Who at least he's giving hope and Bandura on the right track with time. Players and the connection of Chelsea and Chelsea model boy so any we are say any EP and any players are no ka team no omo free mo ekọ nyina say you again almost set let's of model was said nti hwe Fikayo Tomori a okoko pie mu esimla no oni Simon Kaya pair no de mo omo e wo center back no say you look at how the two center back pair no e flourish. Olivier Giroud a obia why surplus to requirement at Chelsea e ko join AC Milan no eno Milan game omo boy 2 goals and obody ma AC Milan and AC Milan said just watch check omo last 2 games omo boy with that their fair 2 choice double pivot last season omo boy in Abranti FN Ismail Benassal and then Frank Kessben but Sergio Tonali mu ye adwuma no mfimfio and Fikayo Tomori and Abranti FN Olivier Giroud again Chelsea now no omo no we so nya bi modie but on performance no na so ani a no they only needed a platform on benya more time and o matimi exhibit on quality and then only ade Olivier Giroud and then Fikayo Tomori for AC Milan. Tammy Abraham so adi go man of the match performance in the first game of boy against Fiorentina. This one too Sergio not just a man of the match performance but again Osei and so what should just a team now about now. The moment you be who Abranti FM no Jeremy Vito and Brian Crescente no emma the identity of Jose Mourinho team. Double pivot no always on track. No of Abranti FM Carlos Perez, Lorenzo Pellegrini and Eric Mkhitaryan. Again, was say free Abranti FM Tammy Abraham. Into unfair ni nyina animo nko and to do obia pego na Tammy Abraham share no on check of fast share and look at the number of the range of passing. Just a team that building here proud to that particular goal. Jose Mourinho 6 points in 2 games for 8 AS Roma. I don't remember the last time team there be not even the days of Eusebio de Francisco as a team at the moment. Milan playing so well and then Milan Maka so almost decided to keep the shape and Simeone Inzaghi said you almost some more bonus so na in that particular order. So that is it for the Serie A. So ko Air France na Messi Debi ni said the name abesiako and game on mobile no Bas ne besi omu nyina stadium no obia hu se supporters ne boa na budget line Messi so o say e o map no na omu budget ne so it ni obi o hweta abo be making the derby no and Neymar so down the first start for PSG after staying off for several days Messi and so etimi ebe ni frima Messi be making the derby as usual the short passes the movement the small take ones bia Messi de be man the ultimate now want me influence game no but it was killing Mbappe with those 2 goals and stole the headlines no but for number of years Lionel Messi etimi team JC as a kind a certain team and the Argentine national team and the Barcelona and you welcome Lionel Messi to the French Ligue 1 do baby na bugan mu ayedin but I know Messi will adapt and PSG again they play their first game this particular season abro man concede but coach Efeni Mauricio Pochettino adwuma wo ye say there's too much rotation in their team so one hwe enu time obi aba expect say on be jelly team they are performing the Champions League no enema bury omo the earlier he start those guys those quality players those experienced hands am omotimenya results am on the better. So Chelsea continue to be a championship team and almost again. So bono and no munim bokwa, but even 10 against 11, they have the manner, or more that resilience, or more that determination, or more that team play, the chemistry. Didn't say ubetimi ediasomo. How many teams the Warriors here on betting Liverpool for 45 minutes, 1 man down, and numerical advantage. Abra team no team concede bio but one now the credit in Abemano the credit goes to the defense of Chelsea the coach Thomas Tuchel and again the man in post Edward Mendy saves from Andy Robertson Abranti FN Fabinho Virgil van Dijk and said that excellent save in the 89th minute no be any say ball national or bate ball no and the 2 net so that is Edward Mendy for you. In reflexes, said you on Nokia the doors of Manonoya and the John of Black to be one of the best in European football now. Nana me busa wa Afcon bono I see said you these are the men and no so we need to prepare and prepare so well. Into Edward Mendy there said you what add this so much. Now Ochiro be say Peter Cech and any trainer Kobam. Into the performance no they so dead you know. Said it's not just a fluke, and I think that player deserves a lot of plaudit for that excellent performance. Or keep with Chelsea in that particular game. What Chelsea defense na kra nkoye. Sametford na nkoye na ball na betona. Or one player that you can rely so much. Chelsea draw on it was a typical team play, but I feel that the credit now should go to a goalkeeper, your friend Edward Mendy. Bibi anche dance for Manchester United.
Rhys James, Bono, Muhun is saying red card, any penalty now. Taylor, Muhun is saying.
So I think it was a good call. Initially, me who is a born sre and a born in sa. Me share. But in the last minute, me say move in sano. Until I thought it was a good goal. Now me mean him saying red card no was too harsh. And I feel the red card again was too harsh. But it was a clear penalty. But I feel it's a red card and then referee here who be here. Nanke beat me aboa. Because in similar incident in the Euros.
Move in Sandia. That's all Shedda. Double so carno. So Shedda so the red card.
Oh, said I felt that the red card was too harsh. In my opinion,
okay.
And he said, that was it for. I think perfect. I think it was a penalty, maybe a yellow card, but the red card for me was too harsh.
Right.
He said,
Emrano very explicit on this. First of all, Chelsea angle no argument no. You say ball no ball one part of your body and sana be ball inside and you foul. That one current laws on the sanity. In the case of Rhys James, ampa is sinistre so answer. And a born inside. But if you video ni be about him say a scene is so na born no say connecting and you could see the shadow then inside no a pushy ball a free bone. So he deliberately prevented the ball from entering the ball with the arm.
Entering the net.
From entering the net, sorry, with Nensano. Until first of all it was penalty. Anthony Taylor and Crawford in his head then one chance. First of all, in the live game, he was so close to the action, he saw it. But to confirm his suspicion, and Odu share nano win was done or by. And to me, I agree with him that it was a good call. And immediately would deliberately preventing them from an obvious goal scoring opportunity. Okay. No? He goes ahead with the red. And I think he did a proper interpretations of the law. A bit unfortunate, but that was the loss. And to me, my dream say the call was right.
Okay. Now come Manchester United.
Yeah.
Kakra bi na femi come America. Weekend ne man dos weekend.
City dey almost share 5 any news because Arsenal players so the City san bon na almost san 5 it ni kwa say waste time. Manchester United. Omo problem nyina e papa na out bench. Na the earlier they accept that particular challenge the better. E kwan a Adama try do omo fast so trenka o di omo fast no. I think say United in penny for na bet na chi no ma san hwe game ni bio. People are talking about their midfield. I agree. So the way they set up a too open. And there be as Joe Makasa, there are certain players Premier League teams they deserve to play for a top team. Now opportunity no munya ya motino muti so anomo bomb football ye na ne pobam. Ruben Neves is a candidate for a top team. Now in himself last week in Comal, Jorge Mendes, any Manchester United for the year on Cristiano Ronaldo no. Now Abrante fan will be Nevers on also count say likely so be Babisia Kadia Manchester United and Manchester chase will be Nevers are from last season Eddie Bissine. And so the moment you meet that midfield, Sejo, Jumaye and Nelson Semedo or Barcelona and Fan Waba Woops. Fernando Macal is one of the players I don't know what they was in the French Ligue 1. Their three back has been very consistent. Trincao na Babek Abrante Feno, Ponders and then Diego Yota them in the Wolves attack. Obian himself Raul Jimenez, so a fully fit or a player or Bema Diunyabia and Adam Atori. And so you have not seen Manchester United being exposed like this for a number of years.
Still they won.
So that is any more a big team now. The opportunity about and maybe I'm a catcher as Franco said, people are talking about Bukayo Saka. People are talking about Phil Foden, but for me, the real deal for me is Mason Greenwood. So you profile compared to those players. Obeche, Obe pass, or Obe Sache. Now the goals now and just tappings. His ability to hold on, the way he take on players, the step overs are the skill are audible to the fore. A lot of players inside the 18 box. You don't get that skill from Phil Foden. You don't get that skill from Bukayo Saka. And the range at Hueta, Otisha goals with all these stars, Paul Pogba, Bruno Fernandes, Yakofa Jadon Sancho Abba, Edison Cavani, but again, Manchester United often continue to rely on Mason Greenwood. It's on the quality of it's United for one of the earlier. On Bedia to Mr. Papa not bench in the problem, the better. I've not seen any team exposing Manchester United. So the first 7 minutes, then go show me down by 3 goals there.
Okay, Meko Marija Taho, na kakrebi on Rafael Varane.
Sedu. Rafael Varane asem de meti so bi ka so perform amenti.
Omo bona baso pa.
Eni kwa so bi abona baso. Asedu onimbo ne bobro omo wo Premier League ni so bebrebe. It is the Premier League of Kaglas Oyunchu, Rudiger, Christiansen and the likes. Rafael Varane is an elite centre back. Me so person who so onimbo ba en Real Madrid. France for the World Cup no Benjamin Pavard and Nebutu. Samuel Umtiti no on the ball central defense and Lucas Hernandez. Said you players or domo a ball World Cup in Nigeria. He's an elite
today. Was it? And you're Umtiti of today.
Oh, new. Umtiti onye elite centre back da. Umtiti has never been an elite centre back. Do you compare Umtiti to Thiago Silva, Sergio Ramos, the PK of old? No, belong to that level.
Before 2018, no Aja Champions League 2015, the Mambasa against Juventus or partner PK.
Newton, you are still not
getting performance. You
are still not getting.
Some players be here on the level. In Musa players.
Jimmy Charo in a match be there.
The first one come on.
But the Newton special can say during that World Cup, ahead of that World Cup, he was on form.
Titi was really on form.
No form pa. Mobeko France.
Odru's our players now. Andy
is making a point. The point is that your category of players, which my form, which my off form, and you see.
But the he played with players and no munya there at the back.
Yes.
And we are and we can say Titi or Mobeko World Cup now that time in the class, you know, he was super and he played very well. It's not as if say Bia Varane Kwan and na Omo Masarande no win asa. Titi ahead of that World Cup was in top form.
Top form, good. But level no a drew players now
so I understand and the point. And the point of actually say your classes of players, which is not in doubt. And you know, for Varane to have partnered with Munyana success no or achieve no. So players bit more fun. Now player Barcelona Betis Kakotono so ya de kakra. Who's was Sakra Barcelona Betono and our Sakra France will select him for World Cup. But the level in Varane. That is the point he's trying to establish. Okay. Obi was our World Cup.
Andy run up now yet me come marry that.
Was Umtiti the Champions League with you? Barcelona.
2015 so on the Juve final.
Umtiti. Need to play when I come once. Samuel Umtiti Champions League final with you team. No. Belong to any Samuel Umtiti or Masoda. But the monkey here Samuel Umtiti Baso or Masoda. Umtiti.
No, but
he promised so much. No, look promising, but I don't think
okay.
Especially Tamina now will refer. That World Cup in a day. Umtiti was on top of the form. And yet Varane in Kwana you know that is not the emphasis.
Okay,
no, what can find an American?
Maybe you are not getting the point.
What can find an American?
The point I make and
okay, Evans here. Rafael Varane, when the defender, papa. About was no and getting Guasia at Tumu. Wolves. Upon time short, what's wrong? Muna Muse Ole Nyade, upon Fre Ole, Fegi to be Ole. Fegi to be Ole. There's been high-rated coaches to the EPL, but it's taking Fegi to be Ole to break the longest away unbeaten record. Who say Ole no day? Central defense is solved, and the area ball forward for tactical variation is also solved. But the team still lacks typical defensive midfielder. McTominay is not, but his qualities were missing in the game. Spider-Man Bissaka is unbeatable, but he still needs a competitor. Chelsea will soon go back for Giroud with a huge amount, but they don't consider the high pressing difference. You saw how Lukaku was given room to use his right, but he wanted to use his left at all costs, and that was why he's making Greenwood a unique forward. Upon UK, Unadiwe Abreme. Marijata.
General.
Weekend activities outdoor.
Yes. Yeah. Make sure Chelsea game no. Let me hear a lot of persistency from Chelsea. Let me hear mental fortitude. I mean, great one. And of course, General, let me say also a very good tactical shape. These are some of the three hallmarks a champion be na obo se kana ho. So when you want to make Chelsea because the European champion, EPL also a bit of competition, even though I'm anthem. But General, so red Chelsea team, I've always said, me pay a certain team who the weakness, clear weakness within the Chelsea setup. So when after the red card, some tactical questions were asked and Thomas Tuchel had the answers. First of all, think about Chelsea defense, the midfield, the attack. So within the structure of 3-4-2-1, Lukaku leading the line, Ubenya Mason Mount and Kai Havertz, Mujinanechi. So Oban Finfio Power, Wabati Jorginho, and N'Golo Kante, arguably the best two central midfielders for Chelsea. And so on James and then Alonso on the flanks. In that midfield for Nobenya Chirifono Emiensa in a 3-4-2-1 formation. You know, that said, so breaking Chelsea team the down offensively, or more lot of options. Or more Amber game to be a Pulisic. Last season he was one of their best players. Ovenya Ziyech for a yes team no you know why you before even Chelsea Kofanaba Timo Werner and then Hudson Odoi. So put those 4 players in one bracket. Ne brain fin more and then think of the game against Liverpool after saying N'Golo Kante started say or Toguso kakra no or show signs of injury no. And at the time when Chelsea bar under a lot of pressure. Now, John, I remember the days when I say you're certain midfielders without the ball. Yeah, now Omonshara can't give no. And against Liverpool, when Chelsea came under pressure, and Jorginho, the side of the game, I bought him crying as I say, show no. So manager friend said Thomas Tuchel had to dig deep in the Arsenal as a bench. No, and on the beside the key questions, who are the midfield options? That would have even helped Chelsea to even reverse to a back four after the record. So now midfielder be any more. Loftus-Cheek was a midfielder and a general bench. A very long-term injury layoff. I feel now the ball a Liverpool, a very pressing side. So manager not thought it twice. No, any more defenders may be a bench. So many Thiago Silva ball James a position on your record in that right wing back position. Not just a midfield one or sacrifice will be. So Kai Havertz out and Thiago Silva in. Attacking sacrificial job and a manager and so deficient would definitely fall in the offensive side. Now generally realistically Chelsea also moved into 5-3-1 formation, which is about 3 midfielders once a minute. So Kovacic, Kante, Kovacic, Jorginho, and then of course the other midfielder. General, one thing I'll share about this Chelsea team, they say they don't have options in midfield. I dear Chelsea no. They don't have any options in midfield. So at the time in Paul Jorginho Obano, Nachaloba, and Yedin Babishim. Very effective without the ball. Now I'll try. So I brought those players on the pitch already. I'm going to be close to a lot of spaces. No more stay very compact. No more deny team and friends Liverpool. That said, Chelsea only 1 point. But the real issue, general, about popular in the days ahead. One particular thing that you share about Chelsea team, you say you have so many teams that we are say are more signature in terms of triumph. Barcelona, Bayern, of course, these are teams that are money mono and the jet trophies. But Chelsea, general, if I'm telling you something about Chelsea or jet trophy in the defense, talk about the days when you Didier Drogba, Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank. Onya Good Johnson Munina the count. Yet their main strength fell in that defense because Jose Mourinho did 15 goals and the first league title EPL at the moment 15 goals in 34 matches. All defended or conceded 22 goals in 34 matches. Yet those 2 seasons and yet Chelsea had the highest scorers in the league. So it's about goal shot Chelsea in Fanji League, but a Barcelona denied the opposition in state game one. That is the greatest hallmark of Chelsea. So even Antonio Conte in 34 games, so conceded 33. At the time, I know most of the teams are translating to attacking sides. Yet, among team are showing equal number of games at general or boy, and this is the same side that Thomas Tuchel a builder. So irrespective of the fact that Ziyech, Pulisic, Hudson Odoi, Timo Werner, attackers in Guobebre, the main strength of Chelsea has always fallen down on the defense. And the Juma Thomas Tuchel here maintaining the shape, 5 back line, Chilekra Chaloba Beshemuno, not just a Chelsea with 6 defenders and a DWA game. And people were also saying, now the manager person or my game, no, you're cutting a general pressure bear. So that is the best option Thomas Tuchel will do to save Chelsea a point and to save them in the game. Because so many in first goal, if BM to chase down goals, that's a Tohono Mushia general, I think it's an issue. So tactically, a manager got things right. They were so much persistent and making sure say go your match Liverpool equalizer in general 3 points in from I feel letting that boy Billy Gilmore leave alone, not Chelsea any replacement in midfield no. And what anybody be just Kovacic, Jorginho, N'Golo Kante, me and say person Obi and can be and I'm more call for Champions League, I'm more call for Premiership, FA Cup can. I think say Jumana be at some point a beer near who Thiago Silva so Baba boy in fin of no. for Salah in that game, now only the 14th successive penalty spot goal. No, general things that we had the penalty shooting there, pressure on and boy no making sure say only that 1 point no at the Liverpool team no, and so also Ben record be a madly teaser STA between 94 to 2000 at the mass surrounding. So called 23 successive times or pick a goal from the penalty spot, and I feel say Salah so tactically I dare me who club on say against deep sitting sides. Premiership, we are not more struggle because they are so direct. It will move teams and also come try to wipe up the spaces. And Liverpool has depended so much on crosses, but team needs to sit deep. General, what the cross or equator. So at some point, or the Thiago, Ebamuno be Henderson attacking change, and or the Constantino Simikas, Ebamuno be Robertson. Yet. Game no remaining level on points, and I feel say general Liverpool, if they really want to be effective against deep sitting sides, say the Chelsea lose 1 man down, they really have to be effective in creativity. Other than that, the team be who say Liverpool so a best striker this season. Arsenal considering setting goals against Manchester City. I will talk about 2 of them. First of all, within the area, Arsenal ain't show enough strength. That is personal weakness. 2, in the build up to those goals, general and that is tactical weakness. The other day we measured that, but as to why Arsenal will give 4-year contract renewal to Cedric Suarez, so who performance of training, say the loan or surrounding, general say in game, and a moment that boy in 4 years. I think say Arsenal. Mahu adiebi about Arsenal. One agent being the Kia Giraffe Chan, general. Ono and the control Eddie Gaspar Arsenal sporting director. On the control Cedric Suarez Amabonidino, on the control player first William, on the control Pablo Mari. It's very similar thing to Adia Menerola Akoya Wolves. Or can't a Jumano General. Sorry, Ho Mendes Awamedasi. General or can't Jumano on the players in the back as to how they help the club for. But the opponents and the client Jumaye. And I feel at this point, make kind of money laundering act. But Sika Arsenal spending over £20 million on a reserve goalkeeper. Our bra options in a war some bay mutimino. Mechanical money laundering but Arsenal 2 Sigaku. And I feel say later a Baba boy it's turning into an act of inverted pyramid. Or more Jessica Kesena are not performing, or more performing general more Jessica Ketuebi. Go down the Arsenal salary scale and you find out say it's turning into an inverted pyramid. I did have Barcelona no.
Omo aya na say na amanfo hana dwen ne yire adwen wo stadium Edu Arsenal
Edu Gaspar
unse English so no musidi omo words ni diagro much ado about nothing so much edu about nothing much edu about nothing kuvia jabo ukimfo no omo de brofo no ye bibia on pebia much edu about
say newspaper say online we are portal and BBC there do that about that because they hire people in UK newspapers no omo editors for headlines they pay them for that omo juma no say wo story no ba betra na ebia ha say ne am TV so interview with match Kessben Sports Laka on TV ne do Laka no do Laka instead of the normal Laka so you know they are creative and they pay them for that
much ado
headline editors.
All right okay Awa Mohammed
Sergio
say
nyamiadum
baby the whole Laka no yi mu no wo di shemu baby
bibia be fine
say
wo we di bibia be fine
say ni je no ewa yim na wonya bia wonya no aduanim simple
Sergio
Awa
Sergio Patrice Motsepe an ambitious person the Confederation of African Football Africa Yekuba time I share football nso nyina ono no president and Sergio very ambitious you be a debia or the best. Just last week Percy Tau free Brighton and Hovey Eba Nadia Lali Benny McCarthy criticized the movement he felt say it's a movement which was going down the drain because you are living the best league in the world joining Africa and no na Patrice Motsepe akase ye be here say your best players ebesi akan e wo continent yi. Na say Joe, you get to ask yourself, say, can our clubs have that amount of money to pay huge sums of money to these players, Anna? Fanny say be I see Riyad Mahrez and Sadio Mane, so mbesi na kan on or the continent or one of our clubs. How can the clubs even gather the amount of money to pay them? Quite apart from that, you get to ask yourself, say, are they going to be competitive? Back in the days, ni players, especially from the 50s, 60s, this is going to be bibini free ha, kwa bruchi. From the 80s, ni be who say biaba because these ones, you know, boy ma your national teams, you know, very competitive. At a point now, you were rubber maja of Algeria, no FC Porto. Minyin ni say opon we akobo game oboni ball Africa ka waje world best footballer of the year. Minyin ni say Samuel Eto'o ko boni ball Africa among one of the African teams ko beka part of the best 3 footballers you nominate him in 2006. Now in this ambition of Patrice Motsepe dey say yo alabraka meka chen say ma de mrasi kakra because there is no way. How much can you pay? Clubs are splashing huge amount of money. Aubameyang is earning about £300,000. How many clubs on this continent can pay that? How many of them? Sadio Mane is earning over £180,000. Mohamed Salah over £220,000. And you see the performances that they are displaying week in, week out, raising high the flag of Africa. And that's the reason why we've been champions. Say in case say you this kind of place or making it at the highest level, be make a team competitive. Now even wa shempo say a place the bobo continent do maybe na share national teams ube usa bembuaba to de bia ye bobo no kra na ye place o mopo obi wo ha okoshe Ronaldo ana okoshe we but say bobo wo Europe na eno no man kwan ni sia kan ebe yi the fear won mu. And to me, I think say the ambition is say ye my best place on the continent in free Europe and me play on the continent ye say you enye juma because you cannot have this quite a part udi kasem krachente show recognition no show how they are making it, show how they are making their name. A lot of players have played on the continent, but you cannot compare their popularity to some of our players who have left the shores of Africa to join Europe. Despite the fact that they displayed different or quality performances on the field of play. And say, Joe, media to me, make my catch and say, on tone it down, on to that level. And say, Joe, and some of the Paralympics now, some of our African contingent, free Nigeria. Say, Joe, just 3 days ago, Obebi of free Nigeria, friend, Aishat Latifat Tijani from Ogun State. She became the first African to win a gold medal at Paralympics. Or the powerlifting. Say Joe Yoba, Uwe Modimba Odanidi, or no Tuaswana, another 2 Nigerians in Bose and also Oluwamiyo, Eso Tuasu. Now South Africa also have 2 gold medals, and you see Algeria so enya 1 gold medal. Even though Ghana ye 3 contingent icon, nye to me drew finals. Ni Tete Oku and Frederick Aso let me do finals in their various disciplines. But it wasn't enough so Mbetimia churning up very good result to get a gold medal for us. But I think say so far so good. Ye Africa yem athletes omoko Paralympics medal bia ye nya medal da until this year. And this time around we've seen say some of them are churning out very good results to come up with medals. From then ye Betimia Beldunum 8. In 1992 Olympics and Ghana nya bronze medal in football. In 4 years later, Nigeria betani with gold. Cameroon esa betani with gold. So sana dine performance the betwaso. So be a blazy the trail no and now seti the pace. Who are waiting no now so soon be free from now what the atwaso. From then no share the performance or done a day. Dear no yeah out me born no more din. Also mistakes are where dear no yeah went me and then you correct it. And from then we can take it. And I think that our 2 guys are team reaching finals. You know, say yo, because even previously say Benya finals but yenye 2 guys, Frederick Aso and Emmanuel Nitete, even reaching the finals is very good. From there we can build upon that. And now Chris Wood shared the 30,000th goal in the EPL.
Okay.
30,000th goal. The first goal in the EPL since 1992-93 season was scored by Brian Dean of Sheffield United against Man United. So from then, Yebenya the 100th goal scored by Eric Cantona, Mike Newell shared the 1,000th, the 5,000th was scored by Andy Townsend, 10,000 less Ferdinand Nia Kitwano, Maurice Walsh of Fulham scored the 15,000, 20,000th goal was scored by Mark O'Brighton, Aston Villa, 25,000 by Zlatan, and Enwa was the 30,000th goal in the EPL.
Awal Mohammed. Good morning to you, Sergio, and your unbeatable crew. I want two people to speak on behalf of we, the die-hard supporters of United. Please tell the Glazers to eliminate Ole with immediate effect. Yesterday's performance, Chelsea, City, or Liverpool could score us 10 on any day. Ole must go. Sir Aragon would wait free. Yendi and Abre.
See the contrasting.
Yes.
Yeah. Text no. They were down.
Okay.
They stop from landing by hand.
So Snubia Jinfa Bibia Wana.
But Bibia Jin they sank a bepin bank akra.
Obi pe bimpe.
Ultima but from red to white there. Confusing. Sebia a ben violet ni blue. I want to mention no. And purple ne violet. You know and case Snubia na dream. Now obi was red, obi was white. Upon say
Fegi
to be. We say so omumpam no kra. And do be as Wolves about 11 players against about 12. Sabo and comes with 2 players. Omutimino.
Nana Tujagu and Dikem. The way he brushed over Arsenal's match, someone who beat him per Kobe in a way. That's not from Munyashi.
Almost supporters in anyone.
But you almost
Ricky Bia, I say. I want
to say 5
No, so could say I finish season best start. I was after the best start. Anyone Burnley and I said no.
Next 5 matches not looking quite,
including Tottenham. I was after the season best start.
Brentford is Arsenal first game.
Quite make it local choice no Brian. Bamjo, ye fa commercials kakra bi abayeba efiensem kwa na de bremo edin kan dia to dase ne dwumedi sonko ekoso e Kessben television enkran ene important ho nyina enti na program we ama live wo television nemom mmemmia hodo ni nyina de eba live YouTube, Facebook ene mmemmia hodo ni nyina no Kessben ye ho live ifri array ekonyina e besa back or Kessben television. So if I commercials ka krebi na fi yedi fiensem no enso ato aso amam.
This is Kessben 93.3 FM, a new wave of excellence in radio.
Andy Kem.
You know.
Yes, sir. I feel young.
And can't get this big dime. To overcast a quanet and a come.
Oh, see.
That is big. And can a dime. To overcast a quan on my yipa. Let's set them up to it. So do transfers.
Yeah.
Now, first of all, from Arsenal. And cry Barney say Sisi omo pese omo disika esa couple a onko fa brand ye Feni J Madison. Ye nim Arsenal for a playmaker and last season Odegaard na at a point obebody mom still omo who pussy Odegaard beba again omoni usema wa agent asakasa say omo hwesa branch ni betimi ababa can 2 years contract with the Olympic Lyonnais into more din and per the price target that Osama was ni more din dia mom Osha the latest one branch FNG Madison of Leicester City and I incredible and say Leicester City for so £70 million. Now Arsenal for who is almost to me reach that amount because already Omaka Ben White 50 million or Modene Barber Shechro into a more attacking player. And the more de bosso enia, or more believe we say 70 million or 1 million size the kind of fan of far branch FNG Madison. But again, almost bepe one player at Naka home, no the Naka could see a branch FNG Madison and them no almost had this council etimia account. They are looking up to 40 million plus any of their players. No, they are Kwakoma, a yetima friend Leicester City. You the talent that J Madison war. Only proving a top level football, but in the Premier League, Obian will say Leicester City, so a fully fitter, playing behind Ayozo Perez and then Abranti Feni Jimmy Bardino, or that creative spark or the moment. And Arsenal, one thing I'm lacking in recent times in their midfield, you'll be ordered that creative spark in the moment. Smith, Rolf, and the ball, the moment Odegaard and the ball last season. But if you want to compete for a top 4 or a top 6 or Europa spotter, I feel say Unya J Madison, Eka, Mohamed El Neni, Granit Xhaka, and then Abranti friend Thomas Tepatehua. I think it would be cool for it my friend Arsenal. Liverpool Renato Sanchez. Any Abranti friend Guido Rodriguez of Real Betis. So Mubeti Ababeshe, Guinea Banadio Moaka Kopim, Paris Saint-Germain still almost pay replacement for that particular player and almost say Renato Sanchez for 11 years no boy team friendly Lille etimi amomaje the French League and obi on the performance in the European competition abra obepi mu edema the Seleção of Portugal or one player said you Odimbo Nankasa Boye and over the rise in the 2016 Euro tournament course or called Bayern Munich near man farmer no also Coco PMO of France no she so bet me I think he'll be a good buy and he'll pay a transitor or be a fighter in midfield now replace Abranti FN Guinea Vanadioma. I feel say Abranti your friend Renato Sanchez will be okay. So Sanchez Guido Rodriguez he comes with a different technique, a different quality as compared to Abranti your friend Renato Sanchez, where you'll be also can hold and can pass very, very well. What means a battle in midfield, a proper central midfielder in Guido Rodriguez, and it'll be our shadow and Manuel Pellegrini, any coach is our coach, Rebetis in Abetio say he's another quality midfielder. Liverpool and bet me a boam, but of the two, me person can Liverpool ever go in for Renato Sanchez. Pace exploit none quality no. I think so bet me a ball Liverpool per their plan and how almost bomb game. Now to Romelu Lukaku. Papa FN Giuseppe Beppe Morata, or no the sporting director for team FN Inter Milan. I said a bonus so say Romelu Lukaku eba BP more Chelsea. Simeone Inzaghi and so a coach for Inter Milan. Said you on also send a bonus so say Romelu Lukaku a free ho aquaco pim e wutima ye friend a Chelsea. Now said you here a Inter Milan omo plan na enra omo kobo team FN Atlanta Pnum so omo pa Abranti FN Duvan Zapata. So omo sure omo team no omo board na with their 3-back system. Obi obetimi abu to maintain the shape. No, but this system not so well because from the technical side, coach IFN Antonio Conte and the Interphone who said that they will need a coach that will keep the plan, that will keep the shape. In the Italian football now, coach all his days at Lazio, one maintaining the 3-back system now. A coach IFN Simeone Inzaghi. Only so much successful, but in recent times he himself Claudio Latuto Pompi so much. And Fancha Lazio than the days of Pavel Nedved, the days of Marcelo Salas, the days of Christian Bobo Vieri, and the days of Alessandro Nesta and Joan Sebastian Veron. Lazio anti-Serbio into Claudio Lotutum Fesican baby. And again, Yenimsan and someone maintaining certain players. Nancy yet said you in Korea aircraft vaccine, a basin and Teshe, yet is Sergi Milinkovic Savage, the MSC. And again, Otimi Jan, coach Mawakakofa, a coach, a friend Mauricio Sari. It is Simeone Inzaghi, per the plan and per the system, and Untina Inter Milan Kofano. Now, Romelu Lukaku na the main man, and coach Nibili we said you. say ubusa say adenti na mama Ashraf Hakimi eko na Lukaku di almost omompre. In Ashraf Hakimi, they feel say they have an experienced player in the shape of Matthew Damian. No, see I can in the Italian Serie A and about Manchester United. And also about Inter Milan into the defensive system and the plan of the Inter Milan team now say, and he understands how the Italian football in the city into a maintain for that particular sport. Into Ashraf Hakimi Ekwa says he can maintain the above team in Hobra. Now as Leon Gonso ko omako top player na omo believe say omo branch friend Francisco De Baku into on that particular side. On only one player on the left side, Obetimin Swabom, and they have Alexander Kolarov. And if they decide to go in for a wing back, they have players available within the ranks. Omobetimi Yusom. Again, Ediantina Lukaku, the almost Omon for 11 years, Inter Milan won the title. Obetimi give you credit to coach your friend Antonio Conte. But one player was standing so tall, was showing the class, was showing the quality, why you consistent for Inter Milan, and why you all over the place. Branch FN Romelu Lukaku. Within their ranks, they don't have any replacement. Obebeka sa Lautaro Martinez. Lautaro Martinez and Sunimbo, and the only leading lines in Argentina for the Copa America. But how consistent now are for Inter Milan? Why is so much reliable for Inter Milan now? The injury situation at say in the absence of Romelu Lukaku. Lukaku the main man, the big boy, the poster boy of the Inter Milan team. And said, you say, oh, qua. Umuso mu dia gu akwam so mo pa brantia ye fe ne Gianluca Scamacca of AS Sassuolo almost say omo pa brantia fe Dusan Vlahovic of team AFN Fiorentina ama Fiorentina rejected bid no almost akwa akobo team AFN Roma prum so mo pa brantia fe Edin Dzeko Roma force omo mfi omo and medical ka so omo ne abrantia fe Duvan Zapata so e kasa for bala
Kessben Sports.
The second opportunity say VR for HK, and then they gave it green light, say a goal on it, and that NFL. But later in who's a corner can kakra. But VR HK who say and just something now as a refugee foul. It is not about player now top from one or top from later no one. They checked. I didn't say be a lady to go beyond. We will go check here.
As a camp, be possible Kofiadasa only team ni na no. Mama Ayiko Kesepa na ya wish manager and so speedy recovery. Kwa Mickey, local stories.
But you know, kwa Mickey a translate the local stories ba. Ya better say the free referees, FIFA referees no. Wamo ba ya Pajo Stadium e Ashanti region be ya test. Na nye easy o Pajo Stadium. Referees a wamo kuta FIFA badges na wamo so ya pese do mu FIFA badges no wamo sabeke bi no wamo nyina e baby. Referees mienu efeli Juliet Apia of Ashanti region ofeli Emmanuel Tepson onusu fi Western region onusu feli but almost say opportunity so mesan so anya akwanya no matimi de aye test ni biom Christian Ziga a referees committee chairman was the near John said the dwumedie no esikoye
you bet me aka say anya 98% because only 2 people couldn't do it. And so it has been successful. 98 is okay.
Meet your expectation, Anna.
I meet my expectation. It's okay. You see, we are human beings. Ube train yourself. Ube prepare so baba idani. Baby before from bet to me asi. Ube to me sorry I no pay ebia. We nam enko ye and things so 98 is okay. 98 is okay.
Now from this step, what next?
From here, now we go to the northern and southern fitness test. We'll start with the south first. That is for the premium doll and then the ladies. And in 2 weeks' time, then we go to the north for the northern sector too.
Ziga, referees committee chairman and somebody to Janono. Daniel Lai, Ghana's number 1. Honestly, Kasai was in Niaje, so with me a pass.
It's always feel good, but getting the badge, you know, say we do money as a referee. You need to work hard to have good games, to finish your match successfully, and then you rise to the top. So, and one I met me
and net is somebody in their film kakra on the field. Net is saying
it's normal. We almost for the past 18 years. And this is the visa for you as a referee. I don't know what you can do. Most of the referees they've gone out because of this running. Although they are good on the field of play, they are good with the laws of the game. But this is your visa to make you referee.
How proud are you? Say, you be able to say only a number 1 OT and sir.
I'm not. When it comes to referee, I mean, just so proud about those because it puts another weight on you. Because anytime you're match, they say you deliver as a top referee, so it puts another weight on you. And then when it's changing, then you say on next level, you should improve your running, your officiating. They should see you professional. And see, it's another load. I'm not so proud, and my head is not so big because of this. I have more things to do.
Where Daniel Lai? Ghana's number 1 and this has some to Emmanuel Dollar, I don't see assistant referee, and a Papala Patrick General, Bomoso in some to a bride Jimmy and Banaway.
Exciting at the same time, so responsibility ever doubt so because you have the opportunity to represent your country. And when your first step, I can say a better hona, yes, you am rano. Na yakipu your integrity, na media kofa.
How proud are you so if you fair ref?
I Ghana nipa 6 assistant referees. I so A6, medals 6. So if they are selecting the top 6 referees, assistant referees in the country now, you can be proud and at the same time also be humble because
it's always not been easy. But after you've done it, you feel great and then you feel like the whole world is just proud of you. Yeah. I don't any Jumade. And you better. No, I'm not doing a Honda in Trinity. It's me in Boko.
This year, we are the Camanesi again expecting for more.
Oh, I yearly ritual Bia, Fibia, and Tino. And you had the Fufubia and Fibia, no say. Yet, you wouldn't say to me and Dibiano, Sana, Munsi Bayano.
Way and someone general Emmanuel Dollar or the 2 just after Papala Patrick or the 2 a member once so general Mukuta FIFA badges libi so Kasom Kessben TV your mom opportunity no musun kasebi almost the same 2
It feels good and easy because a lot of things have gone into it, training, waking up at dawn and all those things, being a FIFA referee, you know. As when we say you see catapulting because our training are being monitored into all the year and as a way to me a defend there. It comes with some excitement and easy. The effort that I've gone into it, say at the end, one victory dear.
Now to me, easy because my prepare towards this, my training afimuni na towards activity winning, me de anyamede enyade me de cry.
Oh, it's normal, normal. Because we know, I won't say test, but if so we training, we be a normal anymore. Yeah, because test, you know, oh, but I was I won't prepare. It is a while who say what prepare here, normal. Because me no ladies time, me who say normal because first you know na me hear me time. Na me name no assistant no na etu omo time no enti no e ban say me ye ma time me hu say normal mama.
I feel good say you who are do me to me defend me badging
Yeah. Oh, easy. It's all about training, and then it's about self-discipline, and then also you have to psych yourself. Easy, but.
But you know where you test course of FIFA referees no ombe Pajo Stadium na yetimi de Abraham yeto so a
yemo Tony so abaso.
Yes, Tony. One Atobra.
Okay.
Atobra na bibia no providing a camera yen.
But to be honest, this is exclusive to Kessben. Yeah. It's only Kessben ne GF camera na me hu.
Tony ebo abaso pa wa ya de.
Lebo Kalabaso na reading James man.
Okay.
That one ma Atobra lunch ni bi.
O menu beche.
One no menu beche.
She you know who liba.
We are
the Canadian and the baby.
Don't any sound. Vivian Ago.
Okay.
Laka. Vivian Ago no instructor.
Oh, okay, nice one.
Or a physical instructor.
I don't know. I've reached it well.
What's his name?
Where Bravi?
The wrong way.
We will take on the room.
Honest of family do.
Obako go bit in chamber now.
Okay. Well, General Antiano said the city of Koso Pajo Stadium over the weekend. No, Mediama Sporting Club are confirming a set. Sowa, Osina Kaidema Bechem United will meet Masania Branteno, Eba Bisia Kain Ede Amomo, and when she share Edao. Kumasia Sante Koroko, and net day, one more officially on Beado, new area Jesse, Ambe Yusuf for the season. One more say ne, and on Bepa Jesse Nontuma, Omobian with Jesse, one metimi AUC, and so ever. Yet was Asha Buhari Invitational Tournament. And so because our Nigerian am so Emma Messi Tego Kwaku what on inside the frame about 30 saying Menimianum Womasha campaign as because on the 13th of September to 21st and a Jumedianum and so because it pram and a Maba way 30 January one more Asia campaign as said then and so ever Black Stars I can't say Babaso
presidency not in South Africa.
Presidency
Nigeria. President.
I
said Jubilee House. Who's a president Yere? And Omri Anano.
Aye. Asha Buhari.
Yes.
Foundation.
Yes. Intino.
No,
Omatunsa. Ose.
Adena Azubi.
Tunie.
Umafriku fia champo. Nigeria mampeni aswe.
Aye. Nisibia kaf ni wa bia. Nigeria mampeni. Na swe presidency of Nigeria. Amatunsa they are free
Thursday na invite in the chairman. Thursday na invite in the chairman.
Kofi why you
Madama
Black Stars is so prepared China and almost company say no what to start free Joseph Edu Celta Vigo for player no some join team no due to some of the players in team South Africa especially UK players Daniel Amati Jordan Ayew Tariq Fosu Henry Baba Abdurrahman and Andrew Yadom one more players we on Ghana game against Ethiopia but going to South Africa no say a problem and Tina say one more atone start for some of the players no someone joining ya bo so and so etimi a join team na okay say Sefifo and Manu message say ya bo ade I'm the message by say ya bo say mohweno otimi ka on January and when the Black Stars China and no share campaign say and I'm some National Sports Authority penny for etu na monko aye Cape Coast ekwa inspection our pitch no ko he said there city said be ya Black Stars on Friday January akensi no basoa bibia betima kon kan dem International Sports Authority CEO on etimi ko pie mu ho any other delegation ekwa inspection Ghana opponent Ethiopia wamobo ankofa against Uganda womutimi she Uganda by 2-1 and womutimi shomo afei na womuto so ba Ghana for big game and so ebetimi abaso general few stories are a war for anopani.
Okay, so you leave as the Accra listeners like that. Emmanuel Accra imasi achechiri mebiri achiremo on if you ko nyina bia be live television in crane bia Franco Naro
Sergio
and now also do some nam
no, first of all, it's confirmed. Protocol board meeting ever koso adakwejachi.
Okay. Adakojachi.
Yes, Adakojachi.
Okay.
Now, my non say, do my own structures, no, offices near there, but a more conference room. And board will take advantage to inspect the project and also have the meeting over there. And that is another thing, you know. And from all indications, it looks like almost everybody ayajatum so meeting and supporters, you know. I'm say because they've been invited. Make NCC, Mr. Damenyane and Nakwame Dankwamo say ombeko now monsusu who am person board no to me meet you obeka na nko mu koyi omo luncheon na luncheon no entumi amaso paying for so omo train no me brief you answer no betumi I know that it's something that the management also wanted to do and omo streamline here and here the corona circles no 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 corona na be a management no so they want to streamline it me that's why Asante Kotoko idea I think Kotoko is doing something beautiful say ene muso mo lanche omo New Jersey omo to ni din amamre yekrom hanom ya na entanya common say every season team no be ma different design ya de some of the house here to the house of Prima Jersey no they've won it and repeated it season, no, and then the next season I'm repeating. But Kotoko says they are going to change it. The only thing they say in Pempe Europe, they are no more and saying Komulanche and points are just available on there. Into Mulanchi, we are going to say is on the market. Unim points are your lunch we are to free. Say online, it's available. But this communication only the luncheon. As to said, Jesus Nabidu. So be pebiato benya bi ohen anase say no benya no any sa information nyina no enya available yet. I wish senka those information no available so that immediately after the luncheon ahokika no crofo rachi compare people say na man for credit to mu say on the day of lunch no e be within 1 hour this number of cases were sold within the first day or within the first 24 hours. This number of jerseys were sold. If we are going there, may assure say be gradually they will get there. But I wish Senka points and sell jerseys and it's any many available.
Okay.
Sergio, Ufi Honoma Black Stars. Sir, over the weekend we did come on. Our team said the technical team is struggling, including the management team. It's becoming extremely difficult managing, getting players for assignment in this COVID era. Vis-a-vis teams, countries be on my but the good news and they say the UK batch and as a group no free UK ban Ghana game na ebe boni there omamu the green light say omo training wa ha and more Ghana game no enwe omu wi a ye ko South Africa no omo ntumi nko. So what it means is say it's a technical team no quickly SI additional call-ups so that omono be replacement for omo to minko South Africa. Impachoti I say because Amate, Jordan, the fullback and the Yadom ne Baba Rama Moni Adinina no. About 5 of them no chese omu wi a omo to min circle. So what it means is that say quickly Osaya call up even though we munu beba for her game no but obesa another call up so that to ko South Africa omono de ebeba be shim ebra we mu ni honom and they do baby no enye team a otewase a one way out the call up no be kono already no European clubs no be bring no enye willing so be my players aba be bo am national team emra na ya na yire omu na emra no so sa ma na ye nhye ema oman no say it be 2 weeks or so. The last time I checked, that was it. I saw my team no information ahead. Say may invite 2 players no for a certain date and sana invite nako. Into a kobasa be emergency say then some clubs are likely to turn some of the invites down. Into sometimes you do such situation who expect a person can so free player we why because it be arrangement no amwa menya pa anka my dream said the game in Ghana and it's so difficult as compared to a game in South Africa. It can ye mu pa no can the game in South Africa and the gamer can see a full squad nanke de kokoshia onum, but unfortunately we are not going to get it that way, and it's a bit unfortunate. But let's hope say Ibenya a good win here, then the South African game no we go and do well over there. Sergio, referees in the me assure so a referee sa schedule we are there that unim dada into so prepare for it. The good news is that so we FIFA Mzamin could detail because Kofi Champo was there and he's more abreast with the current happening in that area. But the good news is that we FIFA now feel is here. So Kofi was saying another chance. Yes, to redeem your image. I'm happy a good number of them made it. Let's hope say keep your shape because last season excuse kakra na wo ho say a lot of them so just like players stay away from competition for a very long time, and usually when you are training na competition ni anymore na motivation ni form. But this season they have had entire full season, and we are going into the next season. We expect an improved performance from our referees on the field of play. So it's good, Sergio.
I'm sure message we any asame fa ho na ba say share that kan my club baby you say I totally disagree with Henry Asante Chum. He says there is no motivation for CK Akono to take Ghana to the World Cup than his monthly salaries unpaid. Will Henry get the courage to say this to Avram Grant, Claude Roy, or other white coaches if their salaries were unpaid till now? What kind of insult is that? Is it because CK Akono is a black coach? How should CK Akono pay his electricity bill, fuel, buy fuel and other stuff? Not to even talk about Drew Safu, who says it isn't their responsibility to pay CK or to see whether CK Akono has been paid or not. Then I'm urging them not to give CK Akono any task prior to the AFCON and the World Cup. Some of the ESCO members keep contradicting themselves because the Black Stars Managing Committee Chairman George Amuakun said CK Akono has been paid for 7 months. Meanwhile, it wasn't true. No wonder CK can't resign because it is stated in his contract that if he resigns, he will have to pay the FA $1 million. Michael Abebu, short comment.
Yeah, short comment. And then they say, minim contest na Henry Dickas Assam. And of course, a Black Stars coach. Well motivated, say what the Ghana will qualify for World Cup. But motivation and also ambition to achieve we hear BB and San what media achieve how do you achieve those things? And to me sure that there is any justification for not paying the head coach of the Black Stars for some 10 months. There is absolutely no justification. Ojumayinibia fatanaketua into whosoever is supposed to pay. These excuses na managing and seven predators and Tasmu. And interestingly, those who are supposed to pay gets their salary every single month. They get themselves paid every single month. They are try justify why somebody is not paid. Say yo, say won't you Jumayinibia kana ye ona otua ka hu say wo ye bone. The Bible say Jumayinibia e fatana ketu.
All right. Kofi Champon.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
My younger brother, or mama, said, and the lady be named the Rita or Seba na Hiniwo. I asked you if anything, me who pronounce that. University of Dena, appear Kabuma, Amstead now. So I'm used to it as I Amstead. But as a honor, named the Rita or Seba na Hini. Happy birthday, Joe. I'll try to explain a bit with the referees in the city system in the city. Yeah, and correct. For 2-9 to me and cross the borderline, but it came in two different ways. Mickey Boy Juliet appeared in Juliet here, nursing mother. Some say to combine that training, with breastfeeding. And easy. To combine that training, especially with our high intensity, with breastfeeding and number 4. So yes, even under the circumstance, she did very, very well. Because sir, sprint way and a high intensity I could do 10 and I could do 8. With the 8 one now 10. So and that's it's all quite set. you know, you're marking. Until if you are late to enter, you are given a warning. So, tomorrow first one, a second one, you were free, and that's what happened.
Okay.
She had the world so but now do sa 8 round the was slow. Until time they saw entire day, no. Now or late. Until once she received the first one, the second time they say will be free. That's what happened. With the Beman Day Manuel, is it taxing or topsing? On the end, the sprint, no, Onana went to Mamiki. It's all by sprint, maybe and some quite high intensity. Went to Manco. But then tell me, because you could take a batch, it's not easy for you to just go off. So that now take refuse committee chairperson, a lot can happen. It because I training on the day of the test no crowd, no something can happen. Now we need the right frame of BBS with me. I the SOE, so there's an opportunity, but the opportunity comes at all cost. Okay. So the mission to then bring people on best supervisor, and so wait my start testing. Maybe Juliet in any opportunity says she will be traveling. Obako could this Ashaboy Cup. Juliet is selected for that. Now tournament be so quite see the kind of test and son of work away. Into my hope is that she will train between 9 and start time now Obakono. Right. The tournament starts I think on the 13th of September. To between this time any time Obakono be training Amako Kutu or no pass here. Probably if that results will be accepted, why just say no atrasa lion. So what happened over the weekend, Saturday night for FIFA referees and the potential FIFA referees. But this is no more idea. Okay, ya bless. Rastum Gameli. Idea no. So just let us say. So be listeners so then they have the potential. So beko. Emano, is it Patricia and then Barikisu and other ladies and so abetechiri. So be fiba and so no muswako and all of them. Joel, wonderful referees. Who said
10 months no pay for the Black Stars coach. Let's say if this had happened at during Kwesi Nyantakyi's time, some media guys in Ghana will have chewed him. Watara Mamuda.
I read the Henry Kai and if the Henry Kai, because I'm not on top of this, I've told you this, and so I say. The coach is owed 8 months. So if he's owed 8 months, I just say they've paid him some. Until George Amakon wasn't lying.
George Amakon was
number of months.
Till you get the difference.
You're inaccurate. Number of months now. Okay.
No, George wasn't lying. Till Henry, the McKinkai and say, Henry said the coach is owed 8 months. Now, I say, it's idea. Then George probably wasn't lying.
Okay, say George can say.
George said the coach has been paid 7 months. Man can say it's been paid. The coach is all here. You must say every 1.5 years. It is a George can say 27 months. I say someone standing match.
They are coming. They
are
months say.
Oh, 15 months. The coach is Oye Jumano. So Oye Juma beginning of March 3 months as a sign. So Oye Juma 1.5 years cry near 3 months. So 1.5 years say 18 months. The 3 months, I said 15 months. So if George says that the coach is paid 7 months, I don't think George was lying. Because from what I read with Henry Diano, I said the coach is owed 8 months. George wasn't lying.
No, but that time so can say ministry can someone releases Kano.
Yes, that's 7 months.
George information you not being some with
and then Henry say what I read now Henry say the coach is owed 8 months. So if that is true, it then means George probably wasn't lying. Because what I know is the coach is owed more than 8 months.
The 7 months, no more coach.
See, a simple calculation. Na sika kono be coach say bro 1.5, bro 1 year. Aname boa. Say bro 1 year.
The tutor can crib yamano.
So if
come now into any can was.
And I'm saying Henry confirming. So if indeed say 8 months Henry confirm Ekano, so Sunday Teddy, I'm saying that George wasn't lying. Then that money is out of the outstanding Kana Ohono.
Young second aspect, no say no in a motivation man on paid salary.
No. Be a Juma, you have to pay the person. But I'm saying it's a security itself understands.
Is that what Henry said?
They can't be kind.
No, Henry and Kasa.
What can I say?
Or say.
I'm thinking at some. I
listen to the voice if I listen to it well. Or say, CK be per se, Obeti Ghana qualify for the World Cup. and it will be one of the motivation for him because Coach Apia so the Nsabon Bona or Kase on the first black African coach or the Ghana World Cup. Sanokai.
Okay.
For me, he wasn't wrong.
Anyway, Ghana FA head of communication here, Asante, has confirmed salary of Black Stars head coach Akono has been in outstanding for the past 8 months.
Okay.
But what must I say? Sana me making kind. So if indeed 8 months they are outstanding there, then probably is me pay some money.
Motivation aspect.
And I make sure say yes, Obiaye Juma esun pakunu twaneka. But say ntua oka does not mean say Ojuma we no onye.
Babeja effect we na we no so.
It depends on Onipakro. Some of them definitely be effect. But baby need the frank excuse what can fool no one. Those things is inconsequential because those things are paid by the FA. Intended we use those things inconsequential. But what I say, he's supposed to earn the wages. But so it's kind of a banner and buyer, and no just say what's expected of you, no, maybe I won't yet. Because one on FA plays rule,
Emma Sika Kono Sanka Sika.
Sure.
Play rule.
Let me tell you this. Let me tell you.
Those are saying them as no.
First of all, you establish say Sika Kono has a contract with the Ghana Football Association, except that the Ghana Football Association is acting on behalf of the people and the government of Ghana. But the contract, coach Niye Juman is signed between the coach and the GFA. And so the GFA is supposed to facilitate for his payment and remuneration and everything that comes with the contract.
Have you done that?
Yes. Pressure. President and especially Vice President, General Secretary, and Alasa Santi. I told you, sir. The ministry.
Okay.
Mr. Out of one of those meetings, our Mukoye, George, Alex Asante Mukoye, and I'm confirming so much 7 months salary for Sika Kono. That's how come my George Confidence Manica Radio to say Sika has been paid 7 months salary. It's not from his Nibosuno Kanye. He went into a meeting to give exact pressure to facilitate the payment of my coach. After the meeting, 7 months for the coach. And now my George has our confidence no account radio. So it's not you say the GFA doesn't do anything. I say GFA found no. Out of that cry, the GFA actually am pressure DBR for some of these things.
The last year Obusa many is own answer moment. Say ministry na answer. Say abrofu coaches ba ye ni omaka 7 months and 1 month. Didn't na ye dey ankasa emia.
Mountain doors. Mountain doors. But coaches in the Kosapia jail Jumano. Best is man Nancy Kakwada so.
Kosapia so no Ghana ni.
And I'm saying if I'm glad or judgment or Koy Nancy Kada so.
7 months?
Let me say maybe a month in the doors. But Omina they are old at a point in time. If I got to Krum, Nancy Kada so Ghana.
Andy Kem Bebem Kakra. Na Yatwa local source. Andy. Mami Besi Manume.
Politicians need CCA. Natural Osieka. Yantesa president Akatuaka Muda, Midaminti be some dia. Mentese minister be Akatuaka Muda, Miminti be some dia. Mentese MP be Akatuaka Muda. But to beat me, we school near Nakoya Juma 5 months named Piadaka. Next teacher for New Krumu BID. Sika, we are not talking about his competence and the work of our babe. Passageau. For a coach to work all this while without payment. And then you expect it from the coach. Do you expect the coach to call the right players? No. Yeah, unya.
Ade.
So you now on for the need.
No kofre. No.
No, Obima Bibia Obeje.
Oh, Samu.
We hear Juma, why are Juma 7 months? In Triaka. It didn't have Juma. Untia Libe. They're now Untia Libe. Untia Watabi. Unia Bushianfo. And so you imagine say Becca Kosika Kona Katia or radio TV so none a bushing of what. You cried, you say, yeah, and better. I say, Hannes. No, dear. Rebecca so did $25,000 not gonna be at imagine. Would he $5,000 and going free? When I'm 300 million for 22 actually. 1.2 billion or 1.5 billion. Me I can reduce TV some will be at it. So you can imagine. So they need to pay him.
Okay.
They need to pay him. Because they be Okojuma and every Ghanaian in your resource. Ye match here be anko ya obetu bianca. Yentimi an qualify for the World Cup obetu bianca. AFCON ya ye kwa akoboi Ghana ni mfa quality ya de ko ho onfa coach ya de ko ho de obi afa ho ye budget ya de ko no mo na kwa akoshan say we need to go there and win nti say ni pana ye pese de bia o ba ye 3 maximum points de bia odi ani je ba krom ha de bia ye pese o hoist trophy e de mo man say do that person need to be paid ye leaders na o mo ye adwuma wa ba no bia tako ne se mpo ankan mu da ye sure say makran ko bi jako the Kosika Kono said they need to pay him and pay him well. On the issue of Frimpong Watia joining Olympics. Kimface Ahmed for the Bako. Joining Olympics. I'm told me much say a kind of 1 year contract. Kimface at the 500 million. Sano Mutimidiano. So actually after Glass now could normal line up 3 players. And a normal person who replace now. Georgia Samoa off. Ebusiado house. Because you don't bear me in the last minute. And medium for no be 2 Moses Backup said that be more Madons who call. So the contract you were on renew and said you on finally rely on one guy from Pont Watin. Kim face a team no said you season no actually name man koyi. But in terms of individuals, so pick up players one by one. There were certain individuals who didn't know what they was so any power. But I
disagree with this movement from King Faisal. I disagree with what they Joe, you can't tell me who season no crown only last day in the confirm Okamu. Yes, what on Kwame Pepra? Or no, how many goals no they call? It is Kakakra Abba. Joe Betty Mabwa to run the club no. Now you are selling other quality players who move team in Musu. Danland is cool. And look at Olympics never talk Olympics ordinarily should be at the same level as King Faisal. A bad league at the same time. After South Congress no mubemu. Look at performance Olympics perform here. No Toby account. Now King Faisal, you are happy selling your quality players to Olympics. Now we are. Now your problems are then we are ranting on radio. What?
Okay, I don't remember me guy Emma Manfonso.
Danland ko Kwame Pepra ko. And I didn't need this. No, what's at all? No, I disagree.
If you overturn their koto, ubia nebuono ever from, but college, our college, no, between the amaba.
No, we are justified. Our quality now, we move around. Do you think we move about the same thing? Why are you the Roman experience or league
scouting? Yeah, meet me and a replacement.
Yeah,
with the same experience that we want. No, we're not league, no more league experience.
055-1444-933 055-1444-933. Me pa Geoffrey na also fa wadwintre ebra. Hello,
good morning, Seju.
Good morning, sir.
Because Nyankopon ne mon inshira mo pa se adwuma pa na no pe mo bo amaye. But you FM Richard me do adwuma nkanso.
Richard you.
Yeah. Seju media ne kotoko na ja me kan ho asem na me wi amaka ketue bi o Manchester United. Mala sante kotoko se dia da bia kan se ya sempenin fo no o mo mfa ne mengu akwemaye na se next season no se dia be ya betimi aboye ho modin yi. Manchester United for so me da o masse and say enra yenya one goal win ya da nyame ase pa ma Chelsea for nyame nko na jemo Liverpool jam pa ntimi gidi se nyame aduma next match am body me say United I say the 3 points pam muni nyame nya aduma Seju.
Okay, yati na Liverpool yomu player bi o so influential Ephraim ka Chelsea ebe she omo cool unim Juma Reece James or body ma Chelsea team na nka won kada work. Hello. Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Hello.
Yetio. Good morning. Okay, I'm say Branty yakasa onti okasa yenso yeti inti mefa foforo mefa be mienu ana miensa aka ho na fe Ali Baba Dankambari the breaking news na to so amaye won kan. Hello. Good morning.
Hello, good morning. You are the same.
I'm not doing my already no for my why.
Okay. My free okra.
Okay, me too.
Sejo me from Yusuf Mohammed mkasa free agona fafalai.
Okay.
Sejo program na na media pa batari ba kwa na ham se yan ti brofo se
adwenkyerɛ ne bana sɛ mo kyerɛ ase obrofo mu anka mutumi kyerɛ ase wo twi mu ka ho de ase ka mi fese ka boy pa o misuma adwenkyerɛ kakra mpɛsɛ me jami busa wo no
ase wo sa adwenkyerɛ bɛn
adwense bi amafo kyerɛ o madwen test na arom de bana an mo kyerɛ ase obrofo mu no
sanke kan na ensan kyerɛ ase otwi o
mo kyerɛ ase otwi ni ka jase ye enti brofo no ka yetimi ate ase yi
okay you ye be fa ho adwen why ye da se pa ti agunafo enyina Ozi say
football ani luto unhia so akọ school no matete terms no football bia odi football ti bia football term no uchomba for muchase and there's all tiase because na time na di program kran so mom kwa de mom kwa friend so afi na e kan test bia sabe translate akutwi na say de na be wa
ejabanka mas wan pass da school kra wanwi na wakọ na waki luto na
omutiase and football term how you so football bia obi akọ school otiase obi follow football bia you understand
luto no ti say mas abo hello good morning good morning then na obi efra okasa oti but okay and Joe, your panelists should be fair in their criticism of the Ghana Football Association over the salary arrears of the coach. You must take into consideration the fact that his 1 month salary is big, and that he also guaranteed employment for 2 years. Kojo udwefri ehwa na ebre they chat work ram hello. Good morning. Hello. Okay, MC Bedi Besia and the lines no ahadwin ye papa. Ebesia na nomiensa ye the extra time jumedi no abremo. Eno de pamcho ebeba live ewo Kessben television and afi free number chine ko nyina enam eduma so ko course one cranty na yentimi amfa no live ewo television. Na mommy sport ye chiamo mommy sport wo eye nsuta mampo suta ya chiamo papa okay
amamre jesi no asante kotoko New Jersey okay eno na ya show no
Facebook YouTube boom bia live new kit asante kotoko omo ede eba eno 2021-2022 season a club, a tradition, a culture, a mamre 2021. On this note, and ye kramuna ya sign mu ehia biom
mama Mr. Kumia Kwaba Kumi former Kim Pfizer supporters union chairman
okay American no know you do Pepsi no
yes
Baba Ghana
I was watching
okay
nice
I'm sure
and also have a page Kim Pfizer supporters
Mr. Kumi good morning
all right Ali Baba Kambari about translate breaking news not to asun tentem free and crying Kessben Studios edamu nyina ase no mensa yensan hye biom